the fence.
Oh,
and a goal.
Welcome to Milford High School. ICRC-TV Sports is pleased to present girls basketball. The West Clermont Wolves making their inaugural trip over to Milford High School to take on the Lady Eagles. Glenn Olson with Frank Edwards here with you. Thanks for tuning in on Facebook Live or coming in via our website, ICRC-TV.com. Milford comes into this game 0-4 in the ECC, 1-6 overall. West Clermont comes into the game 3-0 overall, or 3-0 in the league, 4-1 overall. There's our first foul of the game.
Got thrown right into it tonight.
Yeah. No national anthem. Caught us off guard a little bit.
Right in, so hey, I like it like that sometimes.
So Milford's going to pick up their first foul. Abby Thieroff, who we'll be talking about a lot in this game. She's a defensive force for the Eagles and just a sophomore.
She got after it right there. She was wanting that rebound bad. It's a big game, league game. Especially so early in the season.
First free throw is good for Kaylin Burdick. Milford has just one lone win against Hillsborough so far this year. It's a special night in the ECC featuring girls and boys doubleheaders across the league. Girls tipping off here at 6 p.m. on a Friday night. The boys tipping off afterward at 8 o'clock. So nice move by the ECC and their member teams. You see Asia Williams. She's just a freshman, number 12 with the ball. She's going to put up a three ball. No good. Strong rebound underneath by the Wolves. Getting the ball down quickly on offense. You can see who they're wanting to go to in that pace. Long distance three is going to go up, and it's no good for Reeves.
See a big advantage right now for West Clermont is they like the rebound. That's going to have to be big for Milford. They have to limit their second chance points.
Be the second foul called on the Eagles. That's what it said, number 10, Kaylin Burdick back to the line. We see the replay, and they're going to get Thieroff again. So here in the first minute and 1 second. Actually, correction on that.
Two quick fouls.
Allie Kirk's going to pick up her first, but two quick fouls here, as Frankie just said, for Milford in the first minute and 1 second of this game. First free throw's no good. Score holds at 1-0. Second one on the way. Nothing but net. Wolves up by 2. As I said, the inaugural meeting between these two teams in girls basketball, with this being the first year of West Clermont in existence, thanks to the merger of Glen Estee and Amelia High Schools.
Yeah, I can see it starting to be a rival just because how close they are. I mean, they're right next to each other.
Things got started with football back in the fall when West Clermont came into Milford and put a pretty hot Milford team in its place.
Wow.
Denied them an outright ECC league title. Ended up being a three-way tie.
Wow. So that's probably the spawn start at the start of the
But you're right, Frankie. These two schools and communities being neighboring here in Northwest Clermont County. A lot of these kids have known each other, been playing sports against each other since they were in 3rd or 4th grade.
Just makes sense, them playing each other.
Good ball movement by Milford. A shot goes up and it's off the mark.
Good hustle.
Nice little pull-up bunny. Won't fall, though. Boy, these shots just will not fall tonight. A couple of good tips around the rim. Will not fall through.
That's the biggest thing I'm circling out so far is Milford's got to do a better job is boxing out this West Clermont because that's their go-tos and big post players.
Thieroff in the paint. Again, can't get a shot to fall. Score holds at 2-0. West Clermont, coached by Jeff Click, who was a standout in his career in the West Clermont School District. Up and off the glass, he was coach at Amelia in the prior incarnation. 4-0 now for West Clermont. Asia Williams, just a freshman, running the point for the Hall of Famer, Coach Christy McKinney. She's a Hall of Famer at her alma mater, Youngstown State. Nice feed into the middle to Thieroff. She's going to kick it back outside. Allie Kirk can't come up with the hot pass, though. It's going to go out of bounds in the corner. Go back and take a look at the last score here by West Clermont, Frank.
Nice deep jumper there. But that's what they've been going to is that junk points. They're big. They're so important. Control a game because the more shots you get, the more chances to score. It just makes sense where you're going to – it's mathematical sense anyway, where the more points you're going to win.
Milford brings the ball in under their own basket. Brenda Rolfson can't get her shot to fall. Struggle for control. West Clermont comes up with it. Moves quickly down the floor. Baseline
nice
drive.
Pass.
Dish in the paint. Up and off the glass. Will not fall, but a foul called underneath.
They do a great job is find the post players looking for the ball inside, and that's why they've been to the line so many times so far. Just Betty basketball positioning.
They're going to get Thieroff again with her second. It's the team's third. Checking into the game is going to be Kirsten Brown. She's a senior forward after the first free throw by Alexis Starks. Her shot won't fall. Another substitution on the way for the Eagles as well. Carly Ducey into the game. Second shot upcoming, 5:27 in the opening quarter. Students starting to filter in. Just 3 days of classes left, Monday through Wednesday next week for the Milford students. Exam week, always fun, right?
Yeah, and any level.
Asia Williams, boy, just a freshman.
She's got great ball control for a freshman. She's going to be just a positive thing to grow each year as she gets stronger to be just a complete player. I mean, when you're as a freshman playing at the varsity level, it's nothing going to be positive for you because you're just going to get better as it goes.
Allie Kirk had the ball deflected away. Morgan Hills comes up with it. For Milford, she will reset the offense. Morgan Hillis, excuse me.
Oh.
Turnover. West Clermont breakaway. Shot will not fall.
Wow. But another rebound by West Clermont. Said that a lot tonight. Nice three-pointer.
Yeah, three-pointer. Dakota Reeves had the breakaway, couldn't get the shot to fall. But Kendall Hale drains the three, 7-0.
Yeah, if I'm Milford's coach, especially when it gets to a timeout or end of the quarter, just got to talk to her team about boxing out better. That's really the reason why they've got this 7-point lead. Three
ball goes up from the near corner, will not fall. Milford gets the ball, though. A little bit of defensive pressure in the corner, and that's going to result in a jump ball. Coach McKinney couldn't get up to get a timeout called.
Here's a little kick out here after they got the rebound.
Yeah, pretty much uncontested.
Right. Nice position, nice shot. Feet set, that's how you do it.
Hills comes out of the game for Milford.
It's almost like a line change right now for Milford, them going in and out.
West Clermont again
Wow.
getting the ball quickly down the floor, and that's Dakota Reeves up off the glass, 9-0 for the Wolves.
Nice
Milford,
reverse layup.
Yeah, Milford not getting great shot selection so far thanks to this West Clermont defense, Frank.
Playing great defense.
I mean, good example of it right there. There's a trap and takes the ball right out of Kirk's hands.
If we see a bucket here, we're going to see a timeout.
Well, West Clermont's getting the looks. They're just not getting the bounces so far. Struggle for control underneath as Carly Ducey comes up with the basketball. And a whistle. You see,
here's a replay here. Just a nice reverse one-handed layup. High kiss. Nice play. 9-0 advantage right now. Milford's got to get some points on the board.
Bryn Rolfson's going to check back in. 5 seniors, 6 juniors on this Eagle squad. So they have some experience.
Wow. That was a quick 5.
They are just struggling.
Showed a full court press there, and they definitely struggled to get the ball inbound.
Yeah. Well, you know West Clermont's going to be good. They've got several players on their roster that have committed to play at the next level. As I mentioned, they come in 3-0 in the ECC, 4-1 overall. So they're going to be right in the thick of things in a tough conference. Breakaway down the floor, and the shot will not fall for Rolfson. Boy, Milford just can't buy one right now, Frank.
No, I mean, especially that was an open layup.
Rolfson's shot again will not fall.
Just
from out on the wing.
It's tough when the shot ain't falling either, and then they're getting second chance points.
Little pull-up
Nice
jumper in the
shot.
lane, yeah.
She's a nice complete player. I think she might be one of them playing on that next level from what I've seen so far.
Yeah, would not surprise me at all. Jasmine Hale, number 23, turnover down here in the corner. Milford will take a timeout. It's going to take a 30-second timeout with the Eagles having not been at the scoreboard yet. They trail 11-0.
Here's a couple of breakaways for West Clermont here, the Wolves. That was that layup we see, but look at his nice little touch he has, bring it to the lane. She's got a nice shot.
Milford takes the 30-second timeout. It's their first of the game. 2:56 remaining in the opening quarter, so we kind of figured West Clermont would get off to a quick start, and indeed they have.
You were right on to it.
And think of all the shots that they've missed down there, Frank, that haven't fallen through. This one could be a little more gruesome than it is so far.
Right. That's why I think this timeout was called, to try to stop them with all the momentum, and hopefully some of these shots will start falling for Milford. It could be a long night.
Milford's just going to have to do something underneath that basket, set better screens to try to get somebody
right
freed up against the stifling West Clermont defense. They will smother you. coming out of the timeout. Milford almost did not get the ball in bounds, but they do. Nice little crossover move. And
they do have great ball pressure.
Yeah, Caitlin Wiscombe nearly lost control of that one. And there's that pressure. Shot goes off and falls through and one. So Milford finds the scoreboard.
That was a big bucket.
And will shoot free throw afterward for the three-point play. Foul's called on.
The old-fashioned ways, they say.
Yeah. Foul called on number 21, Marissa Jenicky. She's a 5'9" freshman. Free throw will not fall for the Eagles, however, and there's a foul underneath. That'll be number 4 on Milford. Clear off back into the game for Milford. Nope. A little bit of confusion. Now she's going to check in. She's going to take the place of number 20, Kirsten Brown.
She did the right job, though. I was waiting until the ref told her, because I've seen times where as soon as that horn goes off, they're gone.
Player goes on the floor, and referees like to remind you who's in charge, right?
Yeah, that's for sure.
11-2 in favor of West Clermont.
Different defense shown right here by Milford. Looks like it's a high zone they're playing just to mix things up, which I don't blame them, but they have to make sure they box out, too.
Take some pressure.
Nice defense.
Put pressure on those ball handlers up top, and they force a turnover there. Kirk goes down, fires up a hook shot. It won't go, but she draws the foul. So works as intended so far.
Yep, that timeout has changed, and that's always basketball with the game of runs in it.
Kirsten Click.
Sometimes you always see that in basketball, why coaches call timeouts when they're, they just change the momentum in the game.
Kirsten Click picks up West Clermont's 4th team foul. First free throw for Allie Kirk is good. Second shot on the way, 11-3 Wolves.
Is that the only freshman on Milford that does start? Is that number 12, you said?
We have 2 on the roster, Asia Williams and Carly Ducey, number 32, reserve forward that we saw in a few moments ago when Theroff went out. Eleven to 4 now.
Chipping away. Nice ball. That was a nice pass right there.
Yeah, good perimeter shot.
Good box out. Did everything right that time, Milford did in that possession.
Yeah, Reeves, definitely one of their outside threats. Can't get her shot to fall. Milford comes up with it, running things up top now. Caitlin Wiscombe.
Another turnover.
Loose ball, another turnover to Frank's point.
Nice block.
Nice strip. Oh, wow. Stepping out of bounds, though. Nice move by Wiscombe in the right position, but just couldn't stop her momentum and slid out of bounds, so West Clermont will get it underneath. There you see just the deflection right there, and her momentum just took her out of bounds, but deep three from the corner is going to fall through for Reeves.
Milford wasn't ready for that, and they just passed it in. She nailed the three because she was uncontested.
Well, Reeves is just an assassin on these perimeter shots.
Tough shot.
Milford tries her own shot. It won't fall, but Allie Kirk able to track down that loose ball. Asia's going to check back in for Milford at the next dead ball. Like I said,
there's a little standing around right now by Milford, and I don't know if that's what they're supposed to be doing, but they need to make sure they're always moving.
Yeah, well,
make it easy on the defense.
Well, and now you're getting pinned up high against the mid-court line, right?
And if they're not setting screens or doing nothing, that's why they're leaving their guards out to dry when that happens.
They're gonna have to set screens. There you see that perimeter shot by Reeves.
Nice shot.
So the substitutions occur, excuse me if I can say it right, for Milford. They'll break it out of the stack. After the dead ball, 14-4, we're approaching the 1 minute to go mark here in the first quarter.
Little flex cut there. Let's see if that spawns into a keeping of motion. Almost had her there.
Theroff's going to have to pass that ball and find a way to get low. They need her height underneath.
Yeah, and it's just because there was another example of no one was moving. She just got stuck holding the ball at the top of the key. Like you said, her strong points are inside.
Milford's played a lot of games so far. They've played 7 games at this point in the season. Plenty of time to work out some of those offensive bugs, and kind of know you shouldn't be standing around, especially against this defense. You got to move to make something work.
It just makes them good players look like superstars when they're guarding you, because I mean it makes it easy on a defender if you're standing.
West Clermont, a little bit of a height advantage on the floor.
A 2-3 zone right now by Milford. Bad pass. Good hustle by Milford and West Clermont, really.
It's going to be a push foul called on number 14, Dakota Reeves. She was diving in to try to create a tie-up for that ball. So Milford will get the ball underneath the West Clermont basket. Team 6, second on Reeves now. Just under 37 seconds to go, and there you see the foul.
Body foul, yeah.
On the replay. Great work by the guys in our truck tonight. Another all-star crew on hand. Jason Dudley's assembled to bring you this ECC girls varsity basketball matchup from Milford High School. Thanks for tuning in.
Ooh.
Foul away from the ball.
She went right through her, literally.
So they're going to call that on Jasmine Hale, the senior guard, number
It's her second
23. Team 7th now, so Milford in the bonus. You just heard our public address announcer say. Substitution for the Wolves, Jenna Simon, junior guard, is going to check in. So shooting the 1-and-1 is number 10, Brenda Rolfson, She's a senior. A little bit too much arc, can't get the bounce off the back iron.
Good hustle there.
Boy, you had the over/under on 50 jump balls tonight.
Yeah.
You know, if you took the over, you might be in the money.
Good shape.
Going to see a lot of them here based on this first quarter
That'd
of play.
be a good Vegas jump there.
Yeah.
Having how many jump balls in the game, huh?
And I'm sure they have it, just not on girls' high school ball.
Right, yeah, that's true.
So here we go. West Clermont's going to come back down on offense. Good ball movement around the perimeter. There's Reeves from the corner again, and Money.
She's deadly when she's at that corner, ain't she?
Yep. She's an assassin. Said that on her left shot. Was from that same spot. Kurt's going to fire up a long prayer, and that will do it at the end.
The deadly assassins are at work tonight.
Yeah. At the end of the first quarter, West Clermont 17, Milford 4. So Milford made some adjustments that seem to be working, but they've got to move more on offense. They've got to get a little better shot selection, Frank.
Right, you know, and really you got to tip your caps off too sometimes with the shooting. I mean, I've seen straight three-pointers that were just nice shots. Here's some replays we've seen. There's a nice pass inside, if you want to call it that. Look at the shot, but we'll give her the assist. And there's one of those threes I was talking about. That's going to be a difference. When you see 3 big threes, that's 9 points.
Right. Well, they're doing a good job of moving on offense and getting that player freed up to create those isolated shots. And that's what Milford has to figure out a way to do here. Try to climb back in and make this game competitive.
Right. You nailed it there. They're just taking better shots by their offensive movement.
I mean, look at that. That was almost too easy.
Yeah.
Underneath, and you leave Reeves.
Can't let the assassin
corner.
have that shot like that. She'll get you every time.
I mean, Milford.
Here's another ball rotation. It's just great ball movement.
West Clermont probably has way too much talent to try to do a box and one, but you definitely don't want to leave Reeves alone in that corner. So big rebounding advantage, 15-7 for West Clermont. Our stats courtesy of Sean Sell.
Dakota's already got 11 on us in the first quarter. So.
Yeah, Milford Sports Information Director. So thanks to Sean for providing us with those. West Clermont 3 of 6 on threes. Milford just 0 of 3. Milford really struggling to shoot from the field. When you go through the ECC website and look at the team stats, they're a good 15, 16 points off of West Clermont's field goal percentage.
Wow.
There's a wide open look for Milford, though, and shot will not fall.
Good rebound.
Asia
That
won't
was
fall.
better.
Theroff tried to crash in underneath, but had her pocket picked underneath. West Clermont does such a good job getting down the floor. Wide open three from the big girl
they all
up
like
top.
to shoot them up, don't they?
Yeah. Nobody wants to get dirty in that paint tonight. They want to play outside the three-point line.
The finesse play tonight.
Theroff's going to give it right back to
It's
Kirk.
just an example of you
Asia
see it
Williams.
right now. There's no movement right now. I mean, I don't know why. Now they're finally a little bit movement, but you can't just have one cut and that's it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just not going to.
Milford sees it, or West Clermont saw that coming, though, and put a double
double
team on the ball, or double team on the ball, and here it comes again.
Good hustle.
It's going to be out of bounds, and it's going to go to West Clermont. Not a good call, but in defense of that official, he had no way to see because he was all the way down the other. Now they're going to take it.
They actually listened to Glenn there because they knew you had a good seat to see. I did too, so I'm glad that.
Right in front of our broadcast position, but the referee that made that ruling was the trail official coming down the floor, and he had no way of seeing that. So
well, it's glad they reversed it. They talked to each other. It's good to see that.
Everybody down here could see it in this half of the gym, but again, in defense of that official, he was still down across the timeline. Asia Williams is going to try to go one-on-one. They're going to trap her in the corner.
I don't know how she got that out.
The baseline.
Drive
in another prayer. The shot is going to go up for Hills. She draws a foul.
A different type of offense Milford's showing is, it's just they're getting these few buckets. It's just mishandled balls. That's why, I don't know what their offense is right now.
Yeah. Well, one thing they're going to have to do, you've got to anticipate these double teams coming. from West Clermont.
Yep.
They're going to trap and smother you all night.
Means somebody's open. If someone's got
right.
2 guys are on you, someone is open.
But you've got to anticipate it coming. You
Yep.
got to have good ball movement, right?
Yeah. And that's what's happening. It's really, they're drawing them to do it, because if someone's out there just dribbling and no one's moving, well, I can go double team if my guy
Right.
ain't doing nothing.
Yep. So Milford definitely going to have to improve in that regard.
Hate to be a hard critique, but sometimes you see it on the floor so easily, and it's sometimes as simple as just ball movement and moving on the floor.
Second free throw's good, 17-6, West Clermont. Shot, boy, just will not fall underneath. Theroff comes up with a good rebound. Now she's going to try to bring it down herself. We'll kick it back to Asia Williams, who will reset the offense from her point guard position.
They're still fighting, though, so that's good. You want to see that.
Yep. Be a little bit of a growing year for the Lady Eagles. Try to feed inside to Theroff. She's looking to kick it back outside. Williams just inside the three-point line. Actually, the referee had 3 fingers up. Shot won't fall, though. Rebounded by West Clermont.
Someone's got to get ball.
Yeah, some defensive confusion
And
there.
there's another wide open 3. Luckily, it didn't.
Off the mark. Not a
That
clean
was.
rebound. Kirk comes up with it. She's facing all kinds of pressure. Manages to hang on to the ball somehow. Gets the touch. 17-8.
Yep.
Milford showing some heart.
They like to shoot these.
Long distance
Milford's
three.
got a little momentum. They need to keep pushing it.
Jasmine Hale will not fall. Asia Williams going to slow down, try to get this offense set up.
Let's see what they set. See, it's just almost it takes
Yeah.
so long for it to even start, whatever
Yeah.
they're going to do.
They need to start moving by the time she starts bringing the ball down, right?
Yeah, and that just there's a wide open. That's good pass there. And that was all that was a cut.
Yeah.
All she did was cut to the basket. So they have the potential to do.
Jump ball underneath. Go back and take a look. Kirk handled the ball, got it back.
Back and regrouped and shot off
Yeah.
this board. That's how you do it. Sometimes you need that luck sometimes.
17-8, 18 fouls for West Clermont. This 4 for Milford, 5:25, and we're counting down here in the second quarter from Milford High School.
2-3 zone by Milford. They look for her, the assassin, to get on the three-pointers, because she's got another one for us.
Yeah, Coach McKinney imploring her players to come out and challenge those three-point shots. Can't
Just
stand
can't get
around.
second shots, and there's going to be another one. If they don't guard her, she's going to keep shooting them, because shooters will shoot. Nice steal. Hey, you're right on the overs tonight.
Yeah.
And it hasn't even started yet.
Yeah,
how many jump balls we got? That's the most
gonna
I've
be-
seen all year.
It's going to be that kind of night. West Clermont's going to take their first timeout,
Good
and it'll be
timeout.
a full timeout. So 5:01 remaining, 17-8. Milford starting to show some life here in the second quarter, Frank. And just got to keep that offense moving a little bit if they want to get back in this game.
Yep, keep boxing out. I mean, you see how good their shooters can shoot, and they'll keep shooting them too. So they're gonna make sure they don't give them second chance points. Or they'll nail them like this.
Well, the 2-3 zone can be a curse, right? That really opens up that perimeter shot, but then you widen it up. That softens up the middle
Yep.
where West Clermont can hurt you with some height. But Coach McKinney's deciding that's the better way to go than going into a man-to-man.
Plus, it's tough boxing out of zone because, just you've seen in the past, numbers-wise, a lot of offensive rebounds happen during zone offense or zone defenses.
Good crowd on hand tonight here at Milford High School. A rare varsity doubleheader, as we mentioned back in the first quarter. Good shot of Coach Jeff Click.
I wonder if they do a reserve doubleheader somewhere else or something, or how that
The
works.
freshmen and JV are going to play tomorrow.
Cool. See.
But I don't know if it's at here or West Clermont. But nice, all the ECC games tonight, all 8 teams being featured in this girls-boys varsity basketball doubleheader. Milford boys team plays later on tonight. They're off to a hot start, 4-0. Their first home game of the season here.
Always nice to start out hot, especially on the road.
Third week of the season, you finally get a home game, right?
Who scheduled that up?
Do what you got to do to get ready for March, February and March. Traveling. So both teams really going after the ball hard here tonight, and momentum has definitely played a role in a couple instances. Getting forced out of bounds or into a travel like we just saw there in that last play.
Yep. The band's out on hand tonight, so it should be a big night.
Yeah.
Big things to be packed house because how close the communities are to each other.
They knew you were coming. That's why the band came.
Yeah. The band was here because I was here, huh?
Reeves.
I missed that memo.
Reeves' shot won't go, and good defense underneath by Milford, but that's going to be a foul called on number 20, Kirsten Brown.
That was a tough play.
Kirsten, excuse me. So that'll
Giving her 2 shots too, huh?
Yeah, team's number 5. Well, I guess they're saying she was going to go up in the act of shooting when she was fouled. So Hale's going to go to the free throw line. Kendall Hale. First shot's no good.
Got to box these 2 out because they like to rebound.
Definitely have not seen a free throw shooting clinic here tonight by any means. Both teams struggling from the charity stripe. Second shot falls through. Substitution. Checking back into the games, number 22, Kendall Hale. Wiscombe's going to come back in for Milford. 4:26 remaining, just about halfway through the second quarter. 18-8 in favor of the Wolves. They're trying to get the ball in. West Clermont, a little bit of pressure here, trying to make things harder on the Lady Eagles to get things in. Asia Williams able to break through that press. Shot goes up, in and out, will not fall.
Just out-hustled them there in that rebound.
Clermont hustles it back down into their offensive half court.
Nice pass.
Yep, nice
That
move.
was how you do it there.
Yep. Looked like a shot, but it was a nice pass underneath to number 10,
Found her
Kaylin Burdick.
underneath. Camped up underneath too. Got a different type of press right now. I want to say it's a 2-2-1. Milford did a great job by breaking it there.
Yeah, West Clermont's not going to dial that press back by any means. 20-8, 3:46. Ball will stay with Milford. Let's go back, and here you can see.
Just a nice little dump under. Found her underneath. They all collapsed on her, and she just found her underneath. It was a nice play.
It's good instincts. They're off facing the pressure out on the perimeter. She's going to drive down into the corner, maybe looking to drive baseline. She'll kick it. Kirk lets it fall out of bounds. West Clermont not able to come up with it. She was guarded closely by Alexis Starks.
They're just pressuring them real high, and they're not, like you said, anticipating the pressure when they come up on them, and that's what's causing these turnovers.
Yeah, it's where the screens are going to come in handy.
Yep.
Try to protect that ball handler and create somebody on an open pass. Milford's getting hands on things. They just can't seem to come up with the turnovers down here. 3-ball.
Boom.
Tell you, they're deadly from beyond the three-point arc.
They are.
Jasmine Hale with that one, 23-8. Milford again struggling to get through this press. There's Thieroff, and she's trapped up against the timeline, and Coach McKinney has to burn her second timeout. She'll take a 30-second timeout. So, yeah, we're starting to repeat ourselves a little too much here, but Milford's just got to move around a little better on offense, create, better opportunities. There you see the last three-pointer scored by West Clermont, and there you get the angle from Kyle Evans at the other end of the floor.
Yep.
It's Coach McKinney talking to the team in the huddle over here in front of the scorers table. We've got to move. We've got to get open. Can't get trapped up against the timeline when you know that double team's coming or that trap is coming, right?
All right. You got, like you said, you were talking about it earlier, you got to anticipate all that so they can, just making it easy on the defense by getting trapped up high in the corner.
Yeah, stay high and help, right?
Right.
Doesn't do any good to be low if you can't get the ball much past the timeline.
That's
and
true.
That's about where West Clermont is attacking Milford as they cross the timeline and using it as a sixth defender, as the saying goes.
So we got an on-the-ball screen there, and then that was it. That's what I mean. That's not gonna cut it.
Yeah, Williams, a little too eager. She's given up maybe not quite a foot, but close to a foot underneath the basket. There's a wide open three from the near quarter, and again, money. Jasmine Hale.
What they got to do to her is she shoots kind of how I used to shoot. I was a low shooter. So when she starts down here, you got to get that hand down there. If someone went like this, put their hands up high, she's gonna shoot right over it. That's her third three-pointer too.
Boy, there you see the effects of that West Clermont defense right there. Milford thought they had an open look, but West Clermont able to move across the floor very quickly. West Clermont quickly back down on offense, draws the foul. Thieroff will come out.
Big lead so far. Broke out to a 20-point lead, biggest lead of the night.
16 fouls now for Milford. And there you saw it underneath as Alexis Starks went up.
Got the offensive board. Oh,
yeah.
Drive coach put crazy on that one.
When it's a bad foul, you miss the free throw, and it's a good foul, and then you lose the rebound, and it's a bad foul,
yeah.
right?
Now it's going to be 1-on-1.
So that one will be called on number 32, Carly Dusing, one of the other freshmen on this Eagles varsity team. That's her second, team seventh, so West Clermont now in the bonus. So Kaylin Burdick, number 10, will go to the line. She's a senior, 28-8 with 2:10 remaining in the first half. First shot on the way.
Oh, not another one. Not another offensive rebound. Oh, got lucky. She got the rebound, but there was a turnover afterwards. They're just out hustling them right now.
A little bit of movement on the floor. You'll get some officials to call that a turnover when they're moving, seated or laying down on the floor.
Right.
Shot won't fall for Milford, though. Again,
long
West Clermont.
pass. Got the touchdown almost there.
What they used to call a cherry pick, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Schoolyard.
Almost. You're right on that one, Glenn.
Temper starting to fire a little bit underneath. Alexa Starks going after that ball a little hard. It'll stay with West Clermont. Go. And there you go. Look who's sitting out here. Jasmine Hale.
It's been their go-to punch on that. Now he's got a little tough shot there. That was good defense.
Asia Williams with a one-on-one. She's going to pull up.
Ooh.
Shot won't fall. Rebounded by Milford.
Got it.
Falls through. Number 11, Morgan Hills. 4 points in the game so far tonight for Morgan.
Gonna get her in the corner again.
Hale off the side iron, no good.
That was almost 10 too. I thought that was almost a bucket.
Last touch by West Clermont. Eagles come up with the ball. There's Coach McKinney. Into the game for West Clermont, number 1, Jenna Simon. She's a junior guard. And back into the game is Brenda Rolfson for Milford, the senior guard. Okay, Asia, don't get trapped by this defense here.
Yep.
If you're a Milford fan. Milford able to get through
Oh,
it
illegal
somewhat.
pick. We got an illegal.
Moving, yep. Boy, that would have been a nasty.
Yeah, bad spill.
Amanda Lovejoy reached over and is going to swat that one away.
Hard charge, huh?
I don't know that I saw a charge.
I know. I thought it was a legal screen, or when she was driving to the basket. Either way, it's West Clermont's ball.
Yep, 1:10 remaining in the first half. Milford struggling to find some answers right now. There's another wide open three for West Clermont. That one's off the mark for Click. Will be Milford's ball underneath the West Clermont basket. Substitutions continue the last 61 seconds here of the second quarter. Milford able to get the ball in.
Cleared out. If they're playing man-to-man, you clear it out as point guard. And if they leave their man, that's when you have to demand the ball, like we were talking about, Glenn.
Nice cross-court pass. Passing up the shot, though, instead taking the drive is Morgan Hills.
Big shot there.
Yep. Nice play by the Lady Eagles.
Long three.
Ball off the mark for Jenna Simon. It's going to be off of Milford. It'll stay with West Clermont. Clock stops just under 35 ticks. 28-12. Simon will handle the inbounding duties from the near corner. They're able to get the ball in.
You know what they're going to look for here? They like to come right out of it and hit that long three-pointer.
Yep. They were looking for it over there, but they're going to call a travel that time on Kendall Hale, and that's who they were thinking about getting it to out there in three-point land.
She wanted to shoot it.
Milford's going to struggle a little bit to get this ball inbounds. They finally get it to Asia down in the coffin corner. She's going to go coast to coast, gets a shot off, and it falls through. 28-14. Nice job by Asia Williams.
Fighting back a little run here.
Yeah, West Clermont right back. There's Click.
Oh, got the
and the paint, and one. (30-14), 12 seconds left. Click's going to go to the free throw line. The foul was called on Kirsten Brown, the senior.
Had a little run going until she got the and one.
Oh. Shot will not fall, though. Milford with the rebound. That was Caitlin Wiscombe with the rebound. She's
right
going to try to go coast to coast, taking the same path Asia Williams did, and
that
similar
was
result.
Nice.
It's the shot to fall. Simon's going to haul up a desperation three at the buzzer, and it will not fall. So at the half, it is West Clermont 30, Milford 16. So West Clermont still won that quarter, but much closer than you'd think. Just
Right.
13-12, but it's the score on the board that matters, Frank.
Right. Hey, they're still fighting, and hopefully the coach will get them on the right track so they can get their offensive movement on when they have the offensive possession.
Teams have made their way to the locker room for halftime adjustments. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back with the second half of girls varsity basketball action. You're watching ICRC TV Sports. Welcome back to Milford High School. West Clermont and Milford squaring off in girls varsity basketball action. The ECC girls and boys doubleheader. Glenn Olson and Frank Edwards, thanks for tuning in to the second half. Frank, not a lot of big surprises here on the stat sheet. Dakota Reeves with 11 points, pacing West Clermont in the first half. Morgan Hillis with 6. The big number to me, 23 rebounds for West Clermont, or 26, 19 for Milford. And the turnovers, 7 for West Clermont, 13 for Milford.
And that also take note too is their three, like you said, the 3-pointers they're making to what they're not making. So it's hopefully, Milford is fighting back in that second quarter, and they want to show that in the second half and finish hard.
West Clermont shot 32% from the field in the first half. Milford just 26. To Frank's point, 5 of 17 was West Clermont from beyond the 3-point arc. Milford 0 for 7.
It's a difference in the game. You take 15 points off the board and whole different scoreboard.
Alternating possession. Milford's going to get things started here in the second half, trailing by 14.
Like you were saying, we were talking about in that first quarter too, is when they come out and double team, you got to have a player recognize it early, and they got to come and demand the ball because it just happened again there. Just gave her a nice spin move underneath. That was a nice move. It was hard to see, but
Bill's shot wouldn't fall. Kendall Hale gets it to go, though. Kendall Hale, if you do not know, is a commit to the University of Wisconsin.
Wow.
She's going to go play Big Ten basketball.
Yeah, up in Madison.
She's playing a Big Ten game here tonight. Playing a dominant force out on the floor, even though she's not leading in scoring right now.
That's a big university to go play, especially out of state,
Play Big Ten ball, you get a lot of attention, that's for sure. I mean, look at Kelsey Mitchell from Princeton, who's played up at Ohio State. She broke records at Princeton. She's setting records at Ohio State as well.
Wow.
Good girls basketball here in Southwest Ohio, that's for sure.
I'll say the whole state has top high school sports, period, really.
So a quick foul was called on West Clermont. It's the first of the half. Theroff down in the corner might have had a foot out of bounds. The official didn't see it, though. Milford will hang on.
Just got to get it in quick if it is out.
Hang on to possession.
Ooh, nice head fake.
Yeah,
jumper.
Nice.
High kiss. Nails it.
Allie Kirk with the nifty move from about 15 feet. West Clermont down the floor quickly, though. Boy, I'm surprised Reeves passed that one up. She was wide open.
I mean, what would you call her the assassin, didn't you?
Yeah.
Because she does. She's gotten it. Because she didn't score in that second quarter. All those 11 points were first quarter points.
Good foul, falls through for Milford. For West Clermont, 34-18. Yeah, there's a lot of weapons to say the least about this West Clermont girls team.
If they're playing at the next level, Division I, let alone playing top Division I, I mean, that's why we have the score it is right now. There's a steal.
Yep. Reeves.
She's just assassin the ball carrier.
Nice work by Kyle Evans underneath the basket there.
She's Reeves like, I didn't score the first quarter. She must have heard me because she got in the scoring board quick tonight on the second half.
So we're not going to let Mr. Edwards get away with that much longer. We can get some points here in a hurry. 36-18, under 6 minutes.
I mean, they do got some good shooters and good. I mean, they play that hard defense. Why we got this score as we do.
Williams to Theroff. Theroff's going to try the hook in the paint. Shot won't fall, and she draws a foul. So second team foul here quickly for West Clermont in the third quarter. Theroff will go to the free throw line.
I'm going to start calling her assassin now as she's driving the floor steal because that's what she does.
Lexa Starks picks up a foul for West Clermont. Theroff's free throw off the back iron, no good. Score holds at 36-18. Free throw number 2 on the way.
Got this special night here in the ECC, as you said. With
shot falls.
Girls game, open it up for the guys game, which I think is something neat. I think more conferences should do this. More eyes get to see different basketball because, most people don't get to see the girls game. They're always watching the guys or vice versa.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we've seen some situations around town where they may have a girls game on Friday night. Williams off the deflection, off the glass, good for 2. But truly unique situation. Get the crowd in here and you get to see both teams at the same time. So, really a nice job, not giving the ladies their own night, but letting them share the spotlight with the boys. And, it's 2017, almost 2018 now. So it's good to see things like this happening.
Right.
Shot will not fall underneath for West Clermont. Rebound and a whistle with a foul. Be Milford's first foul. There you can see Asia Williams off that deflection, goes coast to coast, even with Hale driving at her. Foul's going to be on number 20, Kristen Brown, her third. So starting to get in a little bit of foul trouble now for the Lady Eagles. Free throw falls through for number 10, Kaylin Burdick. Checking into the game, Caitlin Wiscombe, the junior, take the place Bren Rolfson. I'm also going to have another substitution coming in. Number 32, Carly Ducey is going to check in. If this shot does not fall or at the next dead ball, she'll have to, we're going to let her get it in.
Yeah. That bucket goes in. You usually get that sub, but
it's early in the season.
Got to let them know too, though, because I've seen times where they don't let them know, and they're like, "Oh, sorry."
Well, that was a late substitution, though. I think they really wanted to get her in between the two shots and weren't able to pull that off. So here comes that pressure defense.
Oh,
and there's
quick
a
steal. Just took it from her.
Just a
Misses
steal.
it, but got it right back.
Not
Man,
a great shot, but getting the kiss off the floor is Burdick.
They're just not clearing it out. They got to clear it out. When she gets the ball, let her clear it out and zigzag. Now, if there's two double teams, the other
somebody's got to come
up
and help. Yeah. I mean,
it's almost common. I mean, it's tough. I mean, it's a lot easier to say it, but also as a coach, you'll get frustrated because I know they're coaching it.
Yep. So Coach McKinney will take timeout number 3. Be a timeout of the 30-second variety as that press was getting to the Lady Eagles once again. There you can see the nice spin move. You can see why she's going to play Big Ten ball now? Yeah. Jasmine Hale on that last move. There's Kirk getting a kiss off the glass. It starts underneath. Using glass as well.
It's a good team we're seeing tonight.
Yeah. Well, this CC is going to be tough. Walnut Hills is going to be very good. Loveland looks to be much improved. I know ICRC was out here a week or so ago covering the girls' game between Loveland and Milford, which was a huge Loveland win. So there's going to be good basketball, good girls basketball in the ECC this year. And, the boys are no slouches either. Walnut Hills is always good. Milford currently undefeated. So,
yep. It's going to be tough. It's always tight games. They're all important. When you play these league games, you got to make sure you got them. You got to make sure you come out here and play hard to get a W.
So if you follow the ECC closely, they did announce plans for expansion for the coming school year. And our friend at Cincinnati.com, Scott Springer, had a nice article that appeared online today. It'll be in the print version this weekend in Preps Plus, I would imagine, on some potential candidates and some surprising names. Princeton, one of them. And schools not necessarily in Eastern geography, so the ECC really broadening their scope, trying to widen the net, so to speak.
Right.
Winton Woods, another one that was mentioned as well. So kind of sounds like they're getting the old FAVC back together.
Right.
Again.
You start naming some of them, and you're going to be calling Mason. And there was a lot of teams in that AVTC, and what happened was it just became so top-heavy with how many boys were at a certain school. Because I remember Norwood was, if Norwood was playing Mason, I think that's kind of, different economics of how many people are at their schools.
Right. Anyway, check out Scott's article at Cincinnati.com. It's pretty insightful. Scott's got some good sources inside the ECC somewhere, apparently. So long distance 3 will not fall through for Milford's number 23, Brooklyn Edgar. West Clermont, per usual, down the court quickly. Wide open 3.
Gosh.
Bang. Click.
I like their scoreboards here because when they score, the numbers explode. I've never seen that before.
Yep.
Like when you hit a 3, it explodes into a 3-pointer onto the board too.
Wholesale substitutions for West Clermont. Take a look at this last 3-pointer, and again, all alone.
Uncontested. You got it. I mean, she's gonna probably make her contested, so you're making it easier for the players that do shoot that long ball.
Well, Coach McKinney very animated. You saw that shot from up top there, trying to get her offense to spread out a little bit, create some movement opportunities.
There's a nice pick and roll, but just a bad pass. Right idea, though.
Hale comes up with it. She'll slow things down. Don't leave her out there on the perimeter alone. And there they do.
Gosh. And it looks like they're all going in. All these 3-pointers are shooting. They shoot well.
Yeah. These things start falling. Milford could be in a much bigger role to hurt than they currently find themselves, trailing by 22.
Thought that was a foul too myself, but tough block.
Substitutions. Burdick back in along with Jasmine Hale
Here it comes.
for West Clermont.
Right to you asked me at home. It did look kind of clean. I've seen it twice.
Rolfson back in for Milford after the dead ball. Asia Williams from 15 feet able to get rid of the ball before forced
Standing
into
around.
a turnover.
Here it is again. Same old poison.
Man, it looks like they're trying to flash into the middle off of that perimeter, but by that time, West Clermont's got pressure on the ball and doesn't do any good. Going to have to do something a little different.
You know, it's almost seeing a simple pass and cut will be better than not moving and just attacking your guy on you know, they got to do something because it's causing a lot of turnovers.
Williams is going to pull up now. She's going to try to go in
what a
one-on-one with
move.
Hale.
She went right around her though.
Yeah, shot will not fall. It's pulled down by Kaylin Burdick. Burdick also going to play at the next level at Ursuline College.
Ooh, almost got her with the lean in. She looks like she's wanting to spot up again.
Well, she'll probably get an opportunity. 15 feet and draws the foul. So that'll be just the second foul of the half on Milford. They trail by 22, 43-21. Allie Kirk picks up her second foul of the game. Checking into the game for Milford will be Brooklyn Edgar. Hale at the free throw line. Nice shot by Kyle Evans underneath the basket there of Hale. First free throw is good. A couple other substitutions as well for the Eagles with Kristen Brown and Abby Thieroff back in. 44-21. Hale second free throw on the way after the substitutions and the first made free throw. A spin on the ball will not fall through.
Another offensive rebound.
And that'll be a foul.
Just frustrating.
Bryn Rolfson. She's got her arm out there. Ran right into her, right?
Yeah, it's really been a difference tonight. It's been the second chance points and the made shots at three-pointer.
Yeah.
It's been huge.
Milford's third foul now of the second half. 44-21 West Clermont. Ball movement out on the perimeter. In the paint. Shot won't fall for Kendall Hale. Let's see what Milford's able to do here. Asia Williams with the ball.
Been kind of stuck on this 21 when they first got onto it. First scored early, so they need to get a bucket here. Now they're moving more. See, I like this ball moving. You can see, well, that right there was kind of a mishap, but they're able to keep the ball longer and get a better shot when their players move.
West Clermont somewhat content to let them move the ball around on the perimeter. Just haven't been able to get much going inside there. Set a screen, trying to free up a lane for Williams.
Just ball reverse it, good passes, and see here we get to a little stagnant. Even the floor out. It's big thing. Just making sure you get the right numbers on the one side.
So Williams will reset up top. We're under a minute to go now. Been a lengthy possession for the Lady Eagles.
Hopefully it can end out good for them.
Yeah, Williams can't get backed up against that timeline though. At least they're keeping somebody up high to help her this time, Frank. And that's a drive and a foul.
On the floor, I believe.
Called on Morgan Hills. Or Morgan Hills was carrying the ball. The foul's going to be on West Clermont, excuse me. Foul was called on Jenna Simon, her second, team's third of the half so far. Milford ball underneath their own basket.
Long five. Gonna get it in. Ooh. That was a close.
Asia Williams in the right spot at the right time. Three ball off the back iron, a little flat.
Rebound.
Yep, Thieroff underneath, able to clean that up. And draws the foul.
Not been many of those tonight, but it's good to see it.
That's for sure. So Thieroff will go to the free throw line for the Lady Eagles. She is 7 of 15 from the free throw line this year. Make it 7 of 16.
That percentage number just went a little low. We got to make those.
Well, this is the second game I've done so far in this young basketball season, and we've not seen
quality free throws.
Quality free throw shooting in either contest.
So it's not an offensive, clinic to come watch free throws being made.
Not if I'm in the building, apparently. Second one's good for Thieroff, though.
Just good position.
Starts underneath. Deflected away by Thieroff, and now he's going to get trapped up against the baseline. So Milford continues to show fight, yeah. Just got to find a way to fight underneath the basket and get some points on the board. So here's Asia Williams going to go one-on-one. Defensive assistance on the way.
She had her on the bottom of the key there. It was a good look.
Milford able to draw another foul. Foul's going to be called on Dakota Reeves. That's going to be her third, the team's fifth. Non-shooting foul, though. Milford will have it on the far
that Kendall and
side.
Dakota, they're two really good basketball players that I've seen so far.
Yeah, I would agree. Well, Asia Williams can move quickly. Milford taking advantage of it now, but it's great to do it away from the basket. We're going to have to see some of that underneath the basket eventually. They want to try to climb back in this game a little more, and it's going to be...
Wow, 5-second call. That's a tough one. I don't know. Or it was a charge they called that. I was wondering. It could have been 5, so.
Yeah.
But I didn't know what the charge was either. But I'm not officiating, so.
Milford picks up foul number 4 with the charging foul called on Brown. It's her second. Final seconds. West Clermont looking to get a shot off Hale. Will not fall. At the end of 3, West Clermont 44, Milford 22. So West Clermont with 14 points in that quarter. Milford just with 6. So the halftime adjustments seem to be paying off a little bit better for West Clermont at this point, Frankie. But we've seen a little more movement out of Milford here in the third quarter than we saw in the first half. But they just got to find a way to get some more of that movement done underneath the basket.
You know, it's something they got to build on. I mean, this is a good West Clermont team, so they just keep fighting. So when they play their next opponent, they got to come out strong.
Right. I would agree. It's going to, as I said, be a little bit of a learning season. There's 5 seniors on this team for Milford, but not 5 seniors that have played a lot.
Thank you.
Frank, take us through those third quarter stats.
Still looks like they're shooting 6 for 22 three-pointers. That's a lot of three-pointers shot, but big thing about Milford is they're 0 for 9.
Yeah.
That's a big difference in the game right now.
Yeah, that's a little bit of shot selection. That's a lot of West Clermont's defense. Milford definitely not lighting things up from the three-point line coming into the game this year. Just 23 of 86. So
that ain't good. I mean,
that's in the 30s, right?
Right.
Maybe the high 20s.
That's something where, when I say it's not good, it's just, hopefully they'll start falling for him, because you got to keep shooting as a shooter. You got to shoot yourself out of a bad slump, so.
Right. Well, they'll keep trying. They've showed heart and determination here in this game, just struggling to get anything going underneath the basket much.
It's a bit of both poisons, They haven't been moving the ball, or they haven't been moving really well on offense, and also this is a good defense, good team out there they're playing.
Hale's three-pointer won't fall. Allie Kirk comes up with the rebound. She'll bring the offense down the floor. She passes it off to Hills. Hills with a little bit of a push, trying to dump it off. There's Asia Williams at the free throw line, has her pocket picked by Alexis Starks. Pass off, Hale shot, won't fall off the glass.
No. Gosh.
42nd chance
Offensive
points.
Rebound.
Just killing both teams. Click, three-pointer.
That wasn't the assassin, was it?
Nope.
Thought it
that was Kirsten Click, excuse me.
A lot of them out there.
Getting my Kirstens and Kirstens all messed up tonight.
She's clicking at the shooting it, though.
Yeah.
Another steal here.
Turnover. Reeves all alone.
Putting
layup
to the metal.
Yep. 49-22, and Coach McKinney's going to have to take timeout number 4. 6:57 remaining in the fourth quarter.
It's a tough team they're playing. They're not gonna hold up. Here's the assassin stealing it there, I think.
West Clermont off to a hot start here in the third quarter. Coach McKinney's going to bring her 5 ladies off of the floor, talk things over on what they need to do to try to get things going offensively. It's just we've talked about it. You've got two young women at the minimum going on to play basketball at the next level, and just a little bit of a tough go right now.
When you play a tough team, that's what's going to happen. They're going to sometimes they make you not look good, and that's because they're just playing really good defense, playing hard.
Again, thanks to everyone tuning in on Facebook Live or found us at ICRC-TV.com. Appreciate you tuning in. Glenn Olson with Frank Edwards here with you from Milford High School tonight. ECC matchup. Boys will be playing, as we talked about, at 8 o'clock tonight. Be taking on West Clermont as well. Josh Simstrot, and I still can't say his name right. I've practiced it the whole way here, and I still said it wrong. But Josh made in that 4 camera before he takes over on the mic here for the guys' game, and I'll move over to the PA table. But do appreciate everyone tuning in. Appreciate community of Milford for helping to bring Milford athletics to you on ICRC-TV.com. Back underway after the
This is your
timeout.
neck of the woods, you know.
Some of us live out here. Some of us have kids that went to school here.
Yeah.
One on the coaching staff here.
There you go.
Nice job underneath that time by Alexis Stark using the baseline. It's an extra defender, forcing Milford out of bounds, so that's another turnover. West Clermont clearly winning the turnover battle, if you couldn't tell by the score.
You'll be doing the announcing or the in-game calling in, right? Next
Yeah.
game? Yeah.
I'm the one nobody wants to hear until it's their kid. Yeah, no, I've done some fill-in work here in the past and told athletic director Mark Trout I'd give it a try in the boys team this year since my son David has worked some ICRC events with me, is on the coaching staff here at Milford, so just a chance to try to see his work in person. Three-pointer. And there is Dakota Reeves. But I'll still be around for the non-Milford events when I'm asked. I'm not
Hope
traveling.
so. No traveling?
We'll see. We'll see how this accounting class treats me in the next semester. Managerial accounting, yeah.
God, I'll never forget my accounting class in college. They said this will be the hardest class you take while you're here, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah. No, that's encouraging.
You only get two. Yeah, you only get 2 exams. So if you bomb the first one, or
You're right.
you're going to be retaking it. But luckily, just a lot of studying.
Yeah. Kendall Hale driving down. There's Click. She's going to kick it back out. All alone in the corner. Shot will not fall for Reeves.
They keep shooting it though, don't they?
Yeah. They're not gun shy.
Nope, not at all.
They get the ball down the floor quick, and they'll
They just
fire up a three.
They come after the ball. Whoever has it at the top of the key, if they don't start moving, the other guy just leaves their man, and they come up and trap you, and that's what's happened all night.
Yeah. Jeff Click was the girls coach at Glen Estee for a long time. He's moved over here now to take the helm of the newly formed West Clermont High School that, as we talked about, was brought about by the merger of Amelia and Glen Estee.
Just get new weapons for the
school
arsenal.
year.
You get a bonus of picking more kids to pick from,
Right.
and higher competition. It's just going to, like you were talking about with the football, they already had a tough game with Milford, and so it's going to grow as a rival, these two schools, and
Right.
it's just going to get bigger as the years go on.
Well, and the nice thing for Milford, it gives them another Division I school
You're right.
inside of the UCC,
Yep.
which will help come football time. And, I think, back to our comments earlier about Scott Springer's article about potential expansion for the ECC. They may be looking for a Division I school
Right.
to help West Clermont and Milford when it comes time to calculate the Harbin points for playoff berths.
Oh, they're huge. They really are huge, those points to get in, because back when I was in school, my freshman year, only the top 4 made it into the playoffs in football. Now it's top 8.
Right.
So any points, you got to get those points, get W's, and hopefully that team you beat wins. So whenever you can add a Division I school to your conference, it's going to make you stronger team to make the playoffs.
Starks gets her shot to fall and draws the foul. 15 foul for Milford. Bryn Rolfson picks up her first. It's actually 16 fouls now for Milford.
I can see it starting to grow here. This is going to be a pretty packed house tonight.
Yeah.
Milford's, I guess they want to definitely see the boys' action for them having their first few games on the
Yeah.
road. So
Yeah,
it's a home opener,
4 straight on the road and first chance for the flock. Stay at home in Milford.
Walk a flock, huh?
Yeah.
The Eagles. I like that. It says home of the flock.
Yeah. They have a pretty active student section over here. Theme nights, they do a great job communicating it out on social media.
Yeah.
Just a good administrative team here at Milford, led by Josh Kaufman, his assistant principals, and athletic director Mark Trout. So they do a nice job of keeping their students informed and getting their students engaged here. Whistle away from the ball now. We're going to get Click or a foul, maybe on Asia Williams. Click fouling Asia Williams would be the better way to say it. They're going to call her for a hold. So that's going to be
10-yard penalty if it's a hold.
Yeah. Her third, replay it down. Her third, team 7th. So Bryn Rolfson will go to the free throw line, shoot the bonus free throw. First shot on the way, high arc, falls through. She'll get another one. 55-23. Maddie Plazinski's going to check in. She's a senior.
Getting some substitutes in, working to the game.
Yeah. Got to get better by getting game experience, right?
Yeah.
So Second free throw's well off the mark, but it stayed on the rim.
I've always been a big believer on the tougher the competition you play, the better you get as a team. And sometimes you'll scratch your head and be like, well, we just got beat by 30 points. But that team just makes you better because it's strong. They're a stronger, better team. You're going to keep fighting. You got to keep fighting there. You can't give up.
Another three for West Clermont, 58-24.
It's been the story of the night right there.
Yeah, they're a very good three-point shooting team. And it's going to be an exciting year in the ACC like we talked about earlier, Frank. I mean, a lot of good girls basketball teams in the league this year that'll make some noise come February and March. Drive into the paint, swatted away. Good aggressiveness down there by Rolfson, though. Won't give up without a fight before the whistle comes in and a hold is called. It's going to go on Jenna Simon. That's her third. Team's eighth.
Going to the one. We're going to be back at the 1-and-1 strike here.
Yep. Reese goes out. Marissa Jeineke comes in. She's a freshman for Coach Click and the Wolves. Free throw falls through for Rolfson. 58-25. Good shot by Josh underneath. Rushed that second one. It goes off the back iron. Seems like she put that one up pretty quick.
Got a steal here, I believe.
Theroff can't get the shot to fall underneath. Rebounded by Hale.
Oh, there's going to be a steal.
That's going to be another
sloppy
turnover.
something.
It's Kendall
Look
Hale.
at this. Look at this one. That was the
22.
hot tamale ball.
And nobody wants this
Still.
one. Theroff in a little bit of trouble.
Oh,
and they're going to
wow.
get her with the travel.
Gave her the traveling on that one. That's a tough one.
Nice camera work by Josh to get the reaction of the Milford bench there. You saw that
Frustration kicked in very quickly.
coming. Josh knew what was coming there, that they were not going to be happy with that call. Here, let's take a look at it on replay.
Wow. Eruptions.
58-25. We're under 4 minutes now. 3:53 remaining. 18 fouls for West Clermont, 6 for Milford.
Long three.
Yeah.
Boom.
Three ball in net for Kendall Hale.
That's why Madison's wanting her.
No, she's the freshman. Number 22
Oh,
is
wow.
the freshman sister.
Well, they're going to be wanting her too.
They're going to be one or two, yeah. Yeah. Just in time for big sis to graduate, right?
And it happens that way. Well, they just say, hey, why don't you just come up here with your sister and play? I mean, I got them mixed up, so I should tell you that right there.
Well, there's a strong resemblance.
That was a long shot. She shot that one from the F.
Yeah. Click, three-pointer.
She shoots a lot of them, too. I mean, there's 3 of them. They just shoot. If they get it and they're open, they're not even thinking twice. They're bombing it up, and that's what the coaches told them. I mean, they know that they can make it, and you want your shooters to shoot. You know,
I'm old enough to remember when Coach Click played high school ball here. We're from that same era back in the late 80s.
Uh-huh.
Talk about somebody that could fire up some threes.
So it runs in the family.
Yeah, exactly. I went to Forest Park High School, and there were some good battles back between Forest Park and
Right.
Jeff Click's team back in the day.
So that's why you were just talking about them conferences combining. Winton Woods is Forest Park. I mean, Green Hill's combining, so it makes sense.
Yep. 1992's Winton Woods came to be. Merger of those two high schools. Be building a new building over in Forest Park here.
Really?
Set to open in a couple years.
Huh. Well, my old alma mater's, it's a whole plantation's pulled down. It's like I go up there, I'm like, what's happened up here?
You don't have a school ready right now.
No, we don't. It's down at my old elementary school. That's where it's at.
Yeah.
So they're going to demolish that building once the school's finished too. So I'm wondering what they're going to put there.
Yeah. Hook in the paint will not fall. Milford back down on offense quickly. 61-27. Favor of the Wolves, 2:30. And time marches on for Milford. Kind of slowed down on the movement again, and there's a turnover. But hey, Rolfson's going to come up with it and go for the layup, and it falls. So good heads-up play by Rolfson. West Clermont got a little complacent that time, and Rolfson was right there to take it right back.
Some new players in too for West Clermont, I see.
Yeah. Again, that's how you grow. Varsity reps, right? Varsity playing time, floor time. Under 2 minutes now. Click content to dribble around and let the offense develop.
Developing into what Milford was doing, the stand-around effect here. With no pressure, though.
I think it's Coach Click pulling the reins back a little bit.
Yeah.
Simon's going to kick it back out.
Tell it to these shooters out here bombing up three-pointers.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's against their nature.
Just ankle gave out there.
Caitlin Liscombe ends up
Another
on the floor.
steal, though.
Rolfson, layup, left-handed layup. It's a nice job by Rolfson. 61-31. Coach Click's going to take a timeout. It's not liking, what he's seeing out of his offense at this point. I think he wanted to dial the reins back a little bit, but not get sloppy and hate to say lazy, but
right. Probably
maybe letting your mind wander a little bit.
Right.
You know, so.
You got to always stay focused because, even when you're an underclassman, you get put into these game, situations, your coaches want you to play at your top level. So if you get a chance to go in there and play, you better play hard because that's going to be, he'll make a decision when it's an earlier game. Can I put her in to play because she can, do the job. So you got to always come out ready to play, even if you haven't played all game, because when it's your time to get in there, it's going to be quick. They always say high school, you got to see carpe diem, seize the day.
Yeah. The Coach Click elected to take a full timeout with 1:21 remaining in the game. So just the second timeout that the Wolves have taken. Crowd starting to fill in here nicely.
It is. It's going to be a packed house tonight for your big night, opening out as the announcement tonight, huh? It's going to be a big one.
Save my best stuff for here.
Oh.
You got to
give the Milford people what they want, though. You got to give them what they came. They're here to see a high altitude playing game tonight.
Man, I'll tell you, you go to some of these college and NBA games anymore. The announcer's more of a ringmaster.
Yeah.
It's gotten a little out of hand.
Oh.
It's not just a boring old PA guy anymore.
No.
You've got to be an entertainer.
Yeah, you're right. It is. You're not lying on that one.
Yeah. It's up at the Cavs game.
And sometimes
I've
I've seen some games where I'm like, are they watching the same game I'm watching? Because they've went off into a tangent, but I can see how easy that can happen sometimes.
Yeah. Rolfson drives, shot won't fall, stuck back up.
NBA games is something else to watch. Like you were saying, a Cavs game, like one biggest difference I noticed about basketball at any level, it was NBA, was the music it plays when they get the offensive possession.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see that at any other level,
Yeah. Maddie Plazinski's going to go to the free throw line. Shoot a pair. First one falls through for Maddie. 61-32, under a minute to go now, as you see on your screen.
Just a really good West Clermont team here tonight. And I can see why you mentioned the three players is playing the next level, and that's why they're where they're going. The top girl's going to be playing in the next level.
Good hustle on the floor by Sydney Pileski, another senior for Milford. West Clermont comes up with the ball, though.
And a good timeout here to get some subs in, maybe.
Clock stops. Just under 51 seconds to go. 10 team fouls for West Clermont. Just 6 for Milford. Just a reminder, folks, we're always looking for volunteers. If you're interested in getting involved with ICRC-TV, learning how to run a camera, learning how to run the production truck, learning how to produce events in our studio, maybe even get behind the mic and work with Frank or I, calling athletic events, reach out to Jason at ICRC-TV.com. Jason at ICRC-TV.com. Be sure to check out the ICRC-TV.com website as well for all of our archived events, cultural events, school events, government events, of course, school athletics. Okay, under 50 seconds now. West Clermont.
Always fun, Glenn.
Yeah, it's been a great time. Good to see you for the first time.
I know.
Frank. Milford or West Clermont's going to try to play keep away, bleed out these last 35 seconds or so, and there's going to be a foul away from the ball. It's going to send Hale to the free throw line, though. So Milford foul is going to go on Plazinski. It's her first, team 7th. So what's left of the game, West Clermont will be at the bonus. That's Jasmine Hale, senior, going to the free throw line.
Something I'm noticing with the people starting to come in, it's like all on the other side is all students almost.
Yeah.
And the other side is the parents.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a few parents I see up there, but it's almost like that'll be the school side with the students,
Yeah. Well,
They almost got to half
Milford,
one.
Milford student section takes over the far side that you can see on your monitor, and the West Clermont student section, or the visiting student section, is going to be behind the Milford bench in the corner.
Wow.
So you saw them in the tie-dyed shirts earlier. And a shot from one of our floor cameras.
You can tell how close the communities are to each other by how many visiting fans are here.
Right. Yep. I'm glad we got here early to get a parking spot. I can tell you that.
I got a great spot.
I can assure you parking's at a premium here tonight. Pass sails out of bounds. Ball will go back to West Clermont. (62-32). Just under 26 seconds to go.
It's really been a three-player show, too, with you see the points spread out from West Clermont. I mean, you got from our last stat update, 13, 12, 10, and the closest person, that's 4. So they've definitely, the scorers have scored that do put up points for West Clermont.
Kayla Nutter, sophomore, able to drive in and get 2 points, 64-32. Wolves have doubled up Milford. They're trying to cut away at that deficit here, and they're not going to as West Clermont comes up with one last turnover. Your final from Milford. West Clermont Wolves 64, Milford Eagles 32. A little bit one-sided tonight, but you have to admire the tenacity we saw out of the Eagles in this game to stay in there and fight and keep trying to get better. There's plenty of season ahead and plenty of opportunities to get better, Frank.
Yeah, I mean, they're a complete team, especially when them 3 big are playing, because they shoot the ball lights out from long distance, and that's a big difference in the game in their defensive pressure.
Okay, so once again, 64-32, your final from Milford High School. Josh Simstrott will be along with Frank Edwards to bring you the boys action. But for my partner, Frank Edwards, our producer, Jason Dudley, and his great crew on hand, I'm Glenn Olson. See you next time on ICRC-TV Sports.